Welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic that blends programming, compilers, and something called EXO. Now, if you're like me, the world of programming languages can sometimes feel overwhelming, but don't worry, we'll break it down together. Let's start with what EXO actually is. Picture it as a tool designed to make coding easier, particularly when it comes to hardware accelerators. If you've ever wished software could communicate more seamlessly with hardware, think graphics cards or other specialized processors, EXO is a bit like that helpful translator. It uses something called exocompilation to help programmers get their code running optimally on these devices. Sounds intriguing, right? To use EXO, you'll need to be running a version of Python that's 3.9 or newer. For those of you who might be new to installing packages, you simply install EXO using a straightforward pip command. And just a quick heads up, if you encounter an error regarding a missing module called adders, it's as simple as upgrading that module. Now you might be thinking, what if I want to customize how EXO generates my files? Well, you've got options. There are command arguments to specify different directories or even customize the names of your output files. It's like having your own little production studio for coding. Now for the programmers out there, I know some of this might sound familiar, but if you're looking to build EXO from source, there are steps that are pretty standard in the Python development world. You're going to want to set up a virtual environment. This is crucial. It's like having your own space to build without interfering with existing projects on your machine. After cloning the repository, you'll almost be ready to roll. Just make sure you've got CMake version 3.21 or better, as it plays a huge role in compiling the C code that EXO generates. And for the tech geeks listening, this is where the magic happens. The tests are executed, ensuring everything runs smoothly. Speaking of tests, ever tried to get programming to work with solvers like Z3 or CVC4? It can be tricky, but don't fret. EXO comes with a required package to help with the installation of solvers, which should ease some headaches. You can run tests easily at the root of the project, and if you want to dive deeper into coverage testing, there's a simple command to execute. As we wrap up, I want to touch on the academic side of EXO. Several papers have been published that explore its foundational principles and design features. If you're interested in a deeper dive, these papers are like treasure maps leading you to the gems of programming insights. So, before you dive into your next coding adventure with EXO, remember, setting it up is like building a foundation for a house. Spend the time to make it sturdy, and you'll be much happier when it comes to laying down the walls and roof. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. Whether you're just starting out or a seasoned coder, I hope you found something exciting in the world of EXO. Until next time, keep experimenting, and remember, coding is just like any creative process. Sometimes messy, often surprising, but always rewarding.